right, it's Hot 97, number one for hip hop. It's TT Torrez. And of course, it is another episode of Artist Quarantine with our special guests, DaniLeigh, Bobby Trends. We are here. Hi, Trends.
Hey, hey, TT. Hi, Dan.
Yo, so shouts out to Trends, DaniLeigh. He's been having baby issues this morning.
Yeah.
Baby issues? With your daughter, your son?
I have 3 sons. So one is asleep, and the other one is he's grown, so he's cool. And then he's 15. Then the 1.5-year-old, he's asleep. He's usually the problem, and the 4-month-old is usually the easy one. But he just shit all over the place.
How'd you have all boys? Like, that's crazy.
I just shoot boys. That's it.
Right. Did you want a daughter?
The third one I thought was gonna be a girl, and then I'd be cool, but didn't happen that way.
That's
and
crazy.
I want a 4th kid.
Yeah, you're having a 4th kid now?
No, I said no. I think I'm gonna chill. I don't.
Can you hear it in his voice? He's kind of frustrated today.
I'm sorry, going through daddy duties.
Oh my God. I try to understand his language, but sometimes I thought I understood all his, different stuff, but not today. It wasn't happening. I almost didn't make it. TT, you heard?
You heard?
I don't think I'm gonna make it. I was like, let me just try one last thing, and I tried it, and it worked. So we're here. I missed the DaniLeigh interview. I did not want to miss it, so I was very frustrated.
Well, I'm glad you got it figured out.
Yo, his facial expressions, I could tell when he is like livid. I was like, he's not in a good mood today.
Oh, my face is TT. Oh my God.
So, DaniLeigh and I were talking while you were behind the scenes getting the bottles together about COVID-19, and she was telling me that she actually knew a couple of people who had the coronavirus and actually survived it. And she was saying that their experiences were just basically like flu-like. And I don't know anyone who actually had it. And that's crazy because I was wondering like how, people actually been able to get over it. And I want to know from you, Danny, was it scary actually knowing someone who had it and been through it?
Well, to be honest, actually, like my dad's, some of his like older cousins and like uncles or something, like they actually passed. I didn't know them. Wow. Yeah, a couple of them passed. I think it's like if you're older and like not that healthy, that's like the worst, like if you catch it. But my trainer's wife caught it, and her little daughter caught it too. She was probably like 6 years old or something. And they got rid of it in like a week. It's like, my trainer just told me it's just like being sick, like having the flu. Like,
yeah, flu.
That's why I was like, well, if anything happens, at least it's just like that. You know what I mean? I don't think I'll die. I think it's just like on some, if you healthy type of thing. Like, you gotta
do you think that like when it started to happen, when you started to hear that you knew people, were you taking it just as serious before, or you started to take it more serious once you knew people?
I mean, of course, with everyone dying, I think that was like, the numbers were just kind of crazy. That's when I think I took it more serious in a sense, And then also, I don't know if you guys know Sincere, he's like a promoter out here in LA, and he had it. He tested positive. That's why I was like, I'm never gonna go get tested because I feel like they're just gonna tell me I have it, and I'm like, nah, let's give it to you when you get tested. I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. I probably had it one time. I didn't even know. I don't know, but he told me he was just like super sick. He went to the hospital and like, but he got rid of it and got super healthy. Like started doing like getting like herbs and like eating way more healthier. So he like turned his life around. So I was like, bet. He got skinnier and started looking better. So I'm like, just gotta get you healthy. Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified to go outside. Are you?
Really?
Yo, I'm terrified.
That's crazy. A lot of people like are definitely handling it differently, because even like the other day I was going to one of my friend's crib and I was like, you want my people to wear masks? He was like, nah. And I was like, I bet. Because you just never know like how people are handling it. Some people are super extra, but no, I'm straight. I'm chilling.
You really? I'm like, the other day, you know, my man was like, yo, you know, the outdoor restaurants started opening up out here. And he's like, yo, let's just go out. Let's just go outdoors. I'm like, nah. He's like, no, you going out this house. Cause I kind of turned into like a hermit. Like, I don't even want to go outside.
Oh
And
shit.
so he forced me to go outside. And then I saw all those people and I kind of like had like a mini panic attack. Like, oh my God.
And you were in New York. It was crazy in New York. So
Yeah. Cause I just be watching numbers and like 26,000 plus people died. And I'm like, I don't know if those numbers are like inflated,
I think
right? Or deflated. I don't
right.
know.
I think it was a man-made like thing. Seriously, like I feel like they got rid of all the old people. The population like got way smaller on just the old people that went away, and like I really think it was man-made. It was some shit Trump made to get everybody out of here real quick. Swear. And then like even just to make shit like more difficult with voting too, like just having to be inside. I don't know. It's politics. It's
We're definitely in political season that is for sure. For sure.
I'm gonna tell you, like since I've been on quarantine, I've been watching so much Netflix and ran out of shows to watch that were new. So I started watching old shows. So I started watching Scandal.
Oh,
and I never saw Scandal before. Now it got my whole brain thinking, because to see how like all the different stories of how corrupt the government is. I mean, we've heard of it and we read about it in the news, but to like see it out, and Kerry Washington does a great job, and everybody got me thinking the same, kind of like you, DaniLeigh. So it's just like this it's like conspiracy theory.
Crazy, like
It's crazy.
I gotta start watching that shit because it starts to drive y'all even more crazier, right? Y'all start to just think about all types of stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure. Even like we're living in a episode of what's that show called?
Boondocks.
Nah, not Boondocks.
The Simpsons.
No, not even. What's it called? Black Mirror.
Oh, Black Mirror. Oh, that's my show.
We're living in like an episode of it right now with just everything.
I don't know that show. I need to watch that.
It's like a sci-fi meets technology. It's dope. It's on Netflix.
It's just like every episode is different, so it's like you can watch randomly, like whichever you want. But
I binge watch it.
Yeah, watch that. You could watch that shit all day. Like
but you got to put that down too sometimes, because that joint be making you think like, ooh.
Yeah, so many little messages.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I hear the baby. So how have you been staying creative during all of this? Because I know you released some music and you've been working and whatnot.
I'm actually glad like I had this time. I'm not gonna front. I was supposed to be on tour, and around tour I was like planning on dropping my album before I went on tour. So it was like my whole album low-key changed. I got in a bag of like my visuals I've just been shooting. Like I have time now to really sit down and create something crazy for my album. So it's so tight. Like I'm so excited because it really put me in a different space in a creative bag. I'm creating a movie, like so it's literally like a visual album for my album that's coming out, and I shot everything last.
Did you direct and produce the videos yourself?
I mean, I'm really like hands-on. I have a director, like pretty much, but like we creating it together. It's like I'm literally sitting with her while we're doing everything and thinking, and like I don't know. It's just one day we sat down. I did an intro for my album, and I like named all the song titles on my album and created the story that I was like speaking on, like for my album. And I was like, yo, this shit sounds like a movie. Like, it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, we should make a trailer for this. I was like, yo, let's make a whole entire movie. Like, what? So, yeah, last month I shot for like 4 days straight. We be doing like 2 videos in one day, like just knocking everything out. And then last weekend, we like finalized everything. I just got one more video that I have left to shoot. But, yeah, it's pretty much done. We're editing today, so.
Wow. So you've been using your time to really go in your bag and really get creative.
No, for sure. When outside opens up, I'm gonna win some Grammys. I'm gonna win some for this. Like, it's really on some next level shit. Like, I'm real hyped about it.
Any interesting features? Anybody working with?
Oh yeah, I haven't really said who are my features yet because I don't know if I want to put it out there. Last time,
I can guess one, child.
which one?
You know who it is.
Who?
You know who everybody's saying it is.
Oh, okay.
DaBaby.
Yeah, I mean Levi High is on the album, so
Mm-hmm.
he's on my album. You
He
know.
said, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You know what they saying about you and him, child.
I know.
Y'all make a cute couple though, but we can keep it moving.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
I think you're super dope though. And I think that you're super talented. I didn't know much about you until that Drake video came out where you was dancing. Cause I didn't realize that you were a dancer. Like you were legit on tour with I believe like J. Cole and someone like the big artists as a dancer.
Yeah.
And then when I did more digging, I found out like your mom, you got your singing from your, I think you're singing from your dad and you're dancing from your mom or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. My mom used to be in the streets of New York dancing outside. She was like a street dancer, and she was like a model too. And then my dad, he don't really sing like that, but like his sisters sing in church, and like his dad's name was Beethoven. Like, so it was very like a musical like side, and like just created me, you know. So definitely.
Yes.
I know one other feature. I know 5-Year Foreign.
Hey,
You got the song out right now, Dominican Mommy. I'm rocking.
Yeah.
I've been playing that for the last, I think, 2-3 weeks.
yeah. Hey, thank you.
I'm on it. I'm on it early. I'm into it. I like it.
Yeah.
You in New York, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I already know New York eating that up. I can't wait to go out there and
Yeah.
show and like perform.
So the more I started digging, you lived in Florida, right? And then your parents owned a restaurant. And
Mhm.
then they got rid of the restaurant, moved to LA. Now here's the part I didn't know. Did they move to LA in order to help you to pursue your career? So they sold the restaurant and pushed you?
They actually lost the restaurant. It's a crazy story. Like my mom, I was signed to a dance agency, so but they were based in LA, and we were like, let's go to LA a couple times. I auditioned for different things. I even remember auditioning for like a girl group of Nick Cannon, like you know what I'm saying. So it was just all like entertainment, whatever. So when we came out here, we were like, let's stay in this room. We rented a room for like a month. And we're like, let's see what happens. And we ended up staying there. So my mom left my dad in Florida to take care of the restaurant and my brother. And then my little sister came. And then we were just doing our thing. I started booking jobs like as a dancer. And like I almost was a fly girl in Living Color when I was 16. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I ended up going to get my GED to be legal 18 to be a fly girl. But then they ended up not picking up the show. The Wayans brothers were producing it. So I've definitely been in this game for a really long time, but now they literally came out here like for me and my little sister, she's in a girl group as well. And my brother does music too. So it's like we all just meant to be out here for real. And now they lost the restaurant. We was in that 1-bedroom apartment. My dad ended up coming. We was all staying in that 1-bedroom. We was broke. Like it definitely like we was good in Florida, like you know what I'm saying? But then we came out here and was like, okay, we started completely
From scratch. Yeah.
make it in Hollywood, you know? So I just made my connections, like moving around. And then I like 18 is when like the Prince thing happened for me. And then that's when I was really going in with my music. And then 19, 20, I was still dancing. I was on tour with Jeremiah, Megan Trainor, just doing different spa days. I did some stuff with Pharrell. Like I was really dancing. And then I was still doing music, dropping like original music, just like as an independent artist and stuff. And then at like 21, that's when Def Jam reached out to me. Yeah, 20, no, maybe like 22, 23 or something. Yeah, that's when Def Jam reached out to me. And that's when I started taking label meetings. I was like, you know what? This dance career, it ain't music video. I get paid like $500. I'm like, what am I gonna do with that? You know? So,
But did that Drake video, that social media clip that went viral of you, did that help with your record deal? Did that put the spotlight on you?
I was already signed.
Oh, okay.
I was already signed, and I dropped my EP already, like my first little like 6-song EP. And when that happened, I was literally about to go on tour with Tiana Taylor to open for her.
Wow.
And I remember telling myself, I was like, yo, I want to gain like 20K more followers before I go on tour. yo, I dropped that and I gained like 200,000 followers in one day. Like,
so you were still kind of in the discovery zone.
yeah,
Like people knew you, but you were still in that new discovery.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like, you know, I probably had like 180K followers or something.
I gotta tell you, you're definitely popular in New York already. You know, I do a lot of the parties uptown Washington Heights, so it's a big Dominican community. So everybody loves you there. Like I know we were already playing the song with DaBaby that you had about a year ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been on DaniLeigh. You know what I'm saying? Like we, you know, I'm supporting and I like what you're doing. So you know.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, after the Kiki challenge, I dropped DaBaby like a week after, and that's what blew it up. I was like, yo, all eyes on me right now. I was like, I need to drop something right now. And we was like, well, we think DaBaby's a hit, so let's see what happens.
DaBaby record was a hit though.
Yeah, it was a hit.
Yeah.
It was a dope record.
Yeah. That was a hit. Did you realize how massive that record was? Because when you performed that record, everybody knew the words to that record.
No, for sure. No, I didn't know. I knew it was definitely special because every time I played it, people was like, "Oh, that sounds crazy," you know. So, yeah, I never know. I just be like,
you just be creating, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, was you like the girl in the mirror as a kid that always just like dance moves, had the hairbrush, and could just do all the moves?
I've always been super shy, like especially when it came to singing. I was very shy when it came to singing, but I started dance training when I was like 10 years old. Like, so I was in like an Indian dance class, like when I was 10 years old, and then I started at like 12 with like in an all black girls school, like with all black girls. We was just doing hip hop and stuff. And then at like 14, I started training like ballet and like jazz and all that stuff. So I was always dancing, but with the singing, I always sang, and I have like YouTube covers of me at like 13, 14 of me singing like Drake songs and like Alicia Keys and Jhené Aiko and like different shit like that. But I never like put it out there like that because I just didn't know I could sing like that for real. Because I couldn't like belt like Beyonce or like do runs like JoJo and shit. So I was more shy about it.
What do you like better, the singing or the dancing?
I definitely love singing more. Like I love being an artist. Like I love that I'm a dancer too, because you know that brings an extra brand to me that that some people can't do that. You know, so yeah, I love music.
I admire dancers, man. Like to be able to move the way you move, like I'm like, damn, like how do you do that? Like
all that core muscles.
It's definitely a God's gift, like for sure.
And your body is crazy, like sick. Like, do you have like a rigorous like workout?
Thank you. I work out with my trainer. I can't work out without my trainer. I'll be like, what am I doing? I need to just push me and I'll do everything. But I'm one of his like strongest like clients for sure. Like I'm very strong and like.
How many days a week do you work out?
DaBaby.
DaBaby again.
It's okay. How many?
I'm gonna mute myself for a second. I'm gonna mute myself.
Probably like 2-3 days a week. It's obviously been going slower. I definitely put on some quarantine thickness, but you know, I still try to, you know, work out. And he be snapping me back real quick too, so it's cool.
Yeah. Well, listen, I appreciate you so much for taking the time out to hang with us today. You got to tell us what's your quarantine snacks before I let you go. Are you doing some Dominican cooking over there? I know you got the dishes for life.
I know. I need to really like learn how to cook. I'm not going front.
How your parents owned a restaurant, girl? You can't cook.
I know, but whenever I do like dishes, like they come out fire. But I really
and your man is from the South, so you know he like to eat.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I need to really like learn for real. I just, you know, I had a little moment during quarantine where I was really learning how to cook and stuff, but now I'm back on my like working, so I'm like, I don't got time.
But I know you got some snacks though. What's your favorite snacks?
I be making smoothies, OD.
Okay, we'll take that. That's the healthy. Smoothies are always good.
You gonna throw a cupcake in there somewhere?
Oh yeah, I be baking cakes and shit.
You know? A cupcake in there.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Uh-huh.
so DaniLeigh, before we let you go, when's the project gonna drop?
End of July.
Nice. Oh, wow, that's a month away, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty soon. I'm editing everything that I need to edit, and just I want to have everything ready before I drop it. So it might be like beginning of August. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
If you want to drop it on August 16th, a Leo's birthday, you know what I'm
or
saying?
August, or August 7th, or
Yeah.
somewhere in between, because August 7th is my birthday.
You know what I'm saying? You want to drop it on one of them dates, you know what I
Bring
mean?
the vibes for your party.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm talking about.
Well, listen, we wish you the best. Be safe during this quarantine, and we'll be looking for the project.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.